Let's do this 20-minute yoga warm-up for a moderate yogi. So first come onto your child's pose, onto your mat. Knees can be wide, big toes touch. Just take some deep breaths. Just kind of let your body settle and get grounded. And then you're going to slowly rise up onto all fours and see that you get your shoulders right over your wrists, knees under your hips, and then you can turn your feet over. Take a cow pose. Drop your belly, lift your chin up, big breath in. Exhale, cat, curl your spine, tuck your chin in towards your chest. Do that again, breathe in, cow pose, drop your belly. Exhale, cat, curl your spine, feel your shoulder blades spread. Breathe in, cow. Breathe out, cat. Coming into a neutral spine, turn your toes over, send your hips up and back, downward facing dog. Now just kind of move around, maybe puddle it out, just kind of scanning your body, seeing where you might be tight. If you are super tight, bring a micro bend to your knees and push your belly back towards your thighs. And just take some breaths in and out of your nose. So just starting to come into a little bit of breath intention. And then you're going to make your way all the way to the top of your mat and come into a ragdoll. I like to interlace my hands in the crooks of my elbows, add a little sway, maybe a little bounce. And also this is a great place to keep the knees soft, especially if you are tight in your hamstrings or your low back. And then from here, I place my left hand down, taking a deep bend in the left knee, reach your right arm up. See if you can look up at your fingers. This will help open up your chest, and the bend will help so that you can get a deeper stretch on the right side. And then switch sides, right hand down, left arm reaches. Same thing, looking up at your top hand, keeping the bend in the opposing leg. Coming in through the center, turn your toes out wide and come into a goddess squat. Now, not all of us can get all the way down, so that's okay. Maybe you keep your heels pop, but this helps open up the hips, trying to keep your chest lifted. And then from here, come into a forward fold. Repeat that again. Right arm reaches, left hand down. So maybe seeing that we're a little bit more open. Switching sides, right hand down, left arm reaches, bending in the opposite leg there. And then coming in through the center and taking a slow rise all the way up. Samastitihi, reaching the arms up first, big breath in, hands through heart, and then bring the hands, palms face forward. Samastitihi. So from here, tucking the tailbone, palms forward, gentle gaze. Then reach up, take a big breath in, and then exhale, bend at the knees, bow, forward, fold. Come into a halfway lift, both palms to shins, lengthen your spine. Exhale, plant your hands, stepping your feet back, find a high plank. Lifting up from your low belly, gaze slightly forward. And then drop your right knee down and take a supported side plank. So your left side body will open, left foot is rooted all the way down, left arm reaches up towards the sky, and take that same arm, reach it forward. And then lift the back leg. This is just an option. You don't have to lift it. You can keep the hand rooted or the foot rooted. But then you're going to take your left arm under your body, called thread the needle. I like to be on both knees here. I have a little bit more support. And I'm kind of shimming my shoulder way under. You see, I have my right hand still planted down. And just take a couple breaths here. And then open right back up to your supported side plank that you were just in. Reach your top arm long in front of you and then bring your elbow to your knee. Now you're going to hold this. Try to keep the two connected as you step to the top of your mat. Anjalayasana. This is a supported lunge. You can take a little hinge there in your front hip or keep your weight more neutral in the middle. And then you're going to sit back into a half Hanuman. So I will show you in this one the upper version here. If you have a block, or you can be that your hips are right over your knees, lengthening your spine, flexing your front foot, and then taking some deep breaths. Now from here, start to transition your way into a high plank. So finding that pause in your plank pose, same thing, same power, low belly lifts. Drop your left knee down. We'll take the opposite side. Right arm reaches up towards the sky. On the other side, I showed you the leg lifted. Here, the leg I keep down. And then I lift it up just for funsies. Great way to open up the side body. I start to bring it back down before I thread the needle under and through. So now my left hand is down, but let's see what it's like to bring it at the low back. So just a tiny little bind. You can always keep your hand down. You don't have to take the bind, but sometimes just trying on something new can change the way that it feels. Steadying your breath in and out of your nose. We're going to open that back up, so I replant the hand down, open up the side body, right arm reaches, right leg back. Reaching the top arm forward, lifting the back leg up, elbow to knee squeeze. Try to keep it connected as you slowly step to the top of your mat into your Anjalayasana supported lunge. Again, you can take the hinge or you can stay evenly stacked. And then you will prepare for your half Hanuman. Now I want to show you on this side how you can sit all the way back. So options are really open depending on your anatomy and knees and what's comfortable for you. But what I am here doing is sitting all the way back onto my heel and then folding forward. And then from here, slowly lifting the chest. Same thing, coming to the high plank at the top of the mat. See here, I started with the knees down just to kind of get my bearings. Gaze slightly forward. Rock to the tops of your toes and lower all the way down to your belly. You're going to pull your elbows back. We're going to take a mini cobra. So notice I turn the toes down, lift the ribs up, tint your fingers so they're very light on your mat. And then pushing back down into the mat, come into your child's pose. We're going to take 3 breaths. Breathe in and breathe out. Inhale. Exhale. Breathe in. Big breath out. Settling in to come back up onto all fours. Turning the toes downward facing dog. Pedaling it out, seeing if it feels any different now. After moving through the Hanuman series, we're going to make our way back to the top of the mat. Stepping to the top, come into your halfway lift. Take a big breath in. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise all the way up. Big breath in, reach up. And then reset, hands through heart or by your side. Samastitihi. Reach up, breathe in, fill your lungs. Exhale, bow down. Maybe take that squeeze in your fold. Halfway lift, long spine. High plank. Settle and pause. This time, rock forward. See if you can lower halfway down. Take an up dog. Big breath in, heart lifts. Downward facing dog, push back. You can always take the version all the way down to the belly or the halfway push-up version. Take a couple breaths in your down dog, feel around again so you're reconnecting to your breath before we begin again. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, bend your knees, come to the top of your mat, nice and light. Halfway lift, in. Exhale, forward, fold. Inhale, rise up, reach up. Exhale, reset. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands to your high plank, either lowering all the way or halfway down. Take a big breath in, mini cobra or up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. 2 breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale, look forward. Bend your knees back to the top of your mat. Halfway lift, breathe in. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise and reach. Exhale, reset. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, bow down. Inhale, lengthen, halfway lift. Exhale, chaturanga from your high plank. Big breath in, heart lifts. Bigger breath out, downward facing dog. Breathing. Begin again. Lift your heels, take a big breath in, look forward. Bend your knees, step or hop to the top. Halfway lift to your forward fold. Rise and reach, big inhale. Reset, exhale. Inhale, reach. Exhale, bow down. Halfway lift, breathe in. Chaturanga, high to low. Inhale, heart lifts. And exhale, downward facing dog. Feeling around, pushing down. Start to rock yourself forward into a high plank. Notice if you need to readjust. Gaze forward, right knee down, left arm reaches. Take a full breath in. This time reach forward and right into your elbow to knee connect. Step to the top of your mat. Full lunge, reach up. Take a couple breaths here, setting your eyes in your full lunge, tucking your tailbone under, and then take a pyramid pose, straightening out both legs, taking a fold in towards your body. You can always walk your back foot in closer if you feel that's more comfortable. And then step forward into your goddess squat, hands at heart. Forward folds, taking it back, reach your right arm up, take your twist. Coming back in through the center, switch sides, left arm reaches, inhale. Exhale, back down through the center. Rise all the way up, big breath in, reach up. Reset through heart center. Inhale, reach. And exhale, open arm twist to the right. Try to keep your hips as much as you can forward. Back through the center, reach up. And twist to the left. Back in through center, palms pressed, look up. Exhale, bow. Notice how I bent my knees, so it's a soft landing. Inhale, reach. Exhale to your high plank. Lower down. Breathe in, lift. And push all the way back, downward facing dog. Pedal it out. Rock forward to your high plank. And now we'll take the other side. Left knee comes down, right arm reaches. Take a full breath in. Take the reach forward and then elbow to knee squeeze. Light step to the top of your mat into your full lunge. Reach up, breathe in. Pushing down through your feet, set your gaze. Big breath in through the nose. Into your pyramid pose, fold. Again, walking the foot in will help, keeping the toes turned out or forward. Finding your breath. Into your goddess squat, you step. Knees out wide, hands to heart center. Let's take your forward fold. Left arm reaches this time, right knee is bent. Big breath in. Release and switch. Right arm reaches, open up, big breath. Exhale, back down. Rising all the way up. Take a big breath in, reach up. Grab hold of your left wrist with your right hand, pull your body to the right. Come back into center and switch sides. Left hand grabs hold, right wrist, pulling to the left. Coming in through the center and then bowing forward, back down. Halfway lift to your chaturanga, lowering all the way or halfway down. Big breath in. Downward facing dog, sending your hips all the way up and back. Send your right leg up to the sky. Take a bend in your right knee. Stack your hips, pushing down into your mat. Maybe even spreading your toes. Take a big inhale. Step all the way through to the top of your mat. Rise up to your crescent lunge. We've been here before. Exhale into your pyramid, wide or narrow. Finding your goddess squat, dropping your hips low, keeping your chest tall. Forward fold, right arm reaches, take the twist open. This time rise all the way up into an open arm twist to the left. And then back through the center, palms pressed, look up. Bowing in, lengthening, and chaturanga all the way back down. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, downward facing dog. Left leg lifts up, breathe in. Bend your knees, stack and open. Squeezing, activating. Maybe your heel squeezes in towards your glute. And then take your light step using your core to the center. Rise up, crescent lunge, breathe. Into your pyramid pose. Exhale, walk it in. Stepping your right foot forward, taking your wide goddess, knees out wide, toes out wide. Into your forward fold, left arm reaches, right hand stays down. Rise all the way up, open arm twist to the right. Through center, palms press, reach. Bow down, exhale. Now from here, the top of your mat, we're gonna set up for a crow pose. So if you've never done one, this is the prep here. Bending the knees and planting your hands. Step one would be to get the knees up in towards the armpits, and you can just lift your heels up off the ground. If you are ready to create a little shelf with your arms, start to squeeze your feet together, lift up, bring your gaze forward. This is really important. Back into your goddess squat and into a forward fold. Okay, just kind of release that out. Halfway lift to your chaturanga, nandasana. So always an option to skip this and come to your downward facing dog. Right leg lifts. Exhale, step through to your full crescent lunge. Take a big breath in. Pyramid pose on your breath out. Step to the top into your goddess squat. Taking your fold, reaching your right arm up. Big breath in. Open all the way up, open arm twist to the left. Inhale, rise and reach. Exhale, bow forward. Halfway lift, set up for your crow pose once more. Again, getting the knees high, lifting up. If the feet come up, squeeze them together. Back into your goddess squat. Forward fold, shake it out. Through your vinyasa. Inhale, lift. Exhale, downward facing dog. Send your left leg up, breathe in. Exhale, step through to your crescent lunge. Rise up, in. Pyramid pose on your breath out. Goddess, wide squat. Sink it down low. Into your forward fold. Left arm reaches, big breath in. Open arm twist as you rise to the right. Palms press, inhale, reach up. Bow down. Halfway lift, prepping for your crow once more. Take a full breath in. Goddess on your breath out. Release, halfway lift. Chaturanga through your vinyasa. From your high plank, lift up. Downward facing dog. Pedal it out. Find your breath. Reconnect. From here, start to walk your hands back towards your feet at the back of your mat. Padangusthasana, peace fingers will come to your big toes. Bend your knees, look forward, take a big breath in. Exhale, bow all the way in, chin in towards your chest. Elbows out if you can. You can keep your knees soft. Just kind of getting your head below your heart. Release your grip and now Padahastasana, sliding your hands underneath your feet. And you take that halfway lift and take your fold. This one might feel good to sway a little bit or keep the arms straight or bent. And then releasing, walking your hands forward, find a high plank. Pausing in your plank pose. Now that you're warm, lifting up from your low belly, gaze slightly forward. Take a full breath in, dropping all the way down to child's pose on your breath out. Pausing here, breathing, feeling the earth once more, that full circle from start to finish.